Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dave-O Logan, 3 balls in, Jew ball vibes. Sit back on the couch, let's ride. We chillin' on the sofa talking Jew ball life. From the field to the mic, man, it's feeling just right. Pray with the donuts, soft for Charmin too. Cootie got the meats, always cooking up the crew. Prime got the beats, Lego Bomb got the throw. Rook better settle down, everybody know. Wizard in the corner, Bert in the bushes, Rabbin sneaking round. Watch your tushes. It's 3 balls in, Jew ball style. Dave-O and Logan make the couch worthwhile. Still looking for the third, where's it gonna begin? Football, friendship, yeah. 3 balls in. IJWT, that's the motto we spin. But Yaron still can't find a way to win. Ernie dreaming, Paris sipping wine by the scene. While we laughing in the huddle, run it back again. Dave-O the GM, calling shots with the plan. Logan riding shotgun, microphone in his hand. From the league to the laughs, man, you know we gon' win.
This is TBI. We're finally back after taking off the week for Thanksgiving. We're thankful for all of our viewers. I'm Dave-O, your host, here sitting with Logan. Prey couldn't make it, so we thought the best replacement would be Big E. Please turn off all cell phones during the show.
I thought it was off.
It's all right. We had a big week. We had 2 league games. We have another league game coming. E, you're the guest. Let's start with your game. Semi-Pro versus Blop. Blop continuing the tradition of not trying to win any games for the last couple seasons. We're going to take your point in a second. We're going to go to Logan, who obviously knows more about the game because he wasn't there. So, Logan, give me your breakdown on Semi-Pro versus Blop.
All right, so Semi-Pro wins 19-12. That's a 3-2 score. We didn't predict it, so we'll count that as we got it right.
Of course.
Basically, this came down to who made Dak's life more miserable. Was it Solo with 6 sacks, or was it Prey with 3 interceptions? Prey also went for 3 touchdowns, 2 passing and 1 rushing, and only 1 INT. Insane stat, his 3-to-1 TD to INT ratio is considered an off game for him. Going into this game, he was averaging 4.5 touchdowns for every interception he threw. Dax throws 2 touchdowns, but also, as we previously mentioned, 3 picks to Prey, and that was just way too much to overcome. To be fair, with that many turnovers, with Solo having the type of game that he was having, kudos to Blop for keeping it as close as it was. But again, this one was just another loss for Blop.
E, you were there. You were watching. Give us your take on what you saw happen.
E, I'm going to cut you off. Dave-O, we've got a beautiful platter in front of us, and I would like to dive in before we go any further. So
I was just trying to edge you a little bit.
Yeah, were you? Were you?
Oh, yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit, huh? We have Big E's meat here. This too can be yours. You can put Big E's meat in your mouth. All you have to do is shoot him a message, let him know what you want, and he even delivers. 5 towns, yeah. Brooklyn, Queens, Great Neck, West.
All right, fine. If you'll do it, I'll do it.
Oh, I will. Sure, man.
Cheers. Yeah. You don't get any.
Yeah, put your meat in my mouth. You're welcome.
No, put your meat in my mouth. But either way,
exactly. All right, my meat in your mouth.
Now that I'm fully nourished, that cherry cola is delicious.
Okay,
go into the game.
All right, so look, it was a game where Blop has been dealing with a lot of injuries. We had some replacements. One of the replacements got hurt. At the end of the day, what happened was that Solo and Kuti were just too good on the line. They are too good on the line. You know, you look at where Solo was 2 years ago when I was on the team with him, and you know, he was coming, he wasn't coming.
Was it Purple Cobras?
Yeah, something like that. And last year and this year, he really should be in MVP conversation at the very least because of his play on the line. It's just unbelievable. Again, it's hard to make that case of MVP when you've got Prey on your team and he's just overshadowing everybody right now. But look, he's just another force. And Kuti is also an amazing lineman. Whoever you put up there is having a tough time. And really, the story was Dax just didn't have enough time to throw.
Yeah, I mean, look, Prey is going to overshadow most things, again, considering all the girth he has. But you're right. Solo is playing at an elite level. He is locked in like we haven't seen. Maybe last year we saw a little bit of it or glimpses of it. He is locked in this year, especially for leagues. Let's
100%.
let's hope he gets to 10 games played just to make sure that he's playoff eligible because obviously that is a consideration. But you're right. This was a very, very big win for semi-pro, and the game was basically won and lost at the line.
Their secondary is phenomenal too. I really have to say they really, they were playing a man and they were shutting guys down and making sure they were covered. You talk about Prey and Storm on opposite sides and or just Prey shadowing Zen.
Right.
It's hard to get a throw in when you're doing something like that. Now I don't think that they were doing man the whole game, but it was pretty good defense and the offense is the offense. I think we played great defense throughout the game. We didn't get to Prey as much, and they just had broken plays more than we did.
Look, man, look, 3 interceptions and 6 sacks. Like that's just a bunch of drives that are dead, and still to be able to hold them to only 3 touchdowns. We don't say that there's any moral victories in this game, but you got to at least be able to hang your hat on something, and at least the defense can walk away and say, look, like we only gave up 3 touchdowns, and we were behind the 8 ball all game.
Listen, if Dax was actually as good as his jerky is, you guys might not be 0-2. But unfortunately, I don't think he's clicking. I don't think the team is gelled yet. I think you have a team full of very good players. It just takes that chance to click, and the only problem is that you guys are kind of digging yourself into the hole. You're running out of time. Already a third of the game's done, and you're 0-2. So it's either win or go home soon enough. All right, let's jump into the next game.
As long as you don't cheat before our game, I think we have a chance about beating you. But go ahead, next
It's
game.
possible. We'll see you at like the last game of the season when we're already clinched and everything.
That was for Stella.
Oh.
I think we'll touch on that later.
Well, like this jerky, you guys are just pretty salty. Okay. Green Machine over the Stogies. Stogies coming to the game 2-0. We won 31-6. My biggest takeaway is that I think TBI has broken Cool Yaron. First time all season that he lost 2 games in a row. Is it a curse? I'm not sure.
Or is it your welcome? I don't know.
TBI, there's something about TBI and quarterbacks when they're at their peak of their prowess. Perla fight.
Lego came on and then had a terrible game.
Now Cool Yaron. I think it's just something. So I guess we're not be able to have Avenger on the season. Sorry, Avenger.
He's asked to come on.
I think you should come on next week.
We're not playing you next week.
What?
We're not playing
In
you
2
next
weeks?
We're not playing for like another month. I don't even get. I don't know.
I don't understand the schedule.
I blame the.
I blame the captain.
Suck.
We blame the captain.
We really do. And mostly Prey.
As being there, obviously DK missing makes a big difference in this game. DK, I think, is on that same level as Solo right now. I think they're just kind of a pair that's pretty unstoppable. Open showing up was huge for us, and just big plays by player after player and a pretty dominating win. One thing I will mention, and obviously it's been a repetitive theme in most league games and mostly on the chat. We have to stop with all the bitching and the calls. Like, just play it. We're not fighting over a yard. There's no point of bitching for the sake of bitching. Leave the bitching at home. All right, let's take Big E's take on this game since he didn't watch it. He probably knows something about it anyways.
He'll probably nail it better than you did.
I think that this is a case of not having one of your best players there, who happens to be a lineman. I didn't get to see a lot of the game, or I did. Who knows? I will say that line play was a big part of this game, from what I could see. And the real question that I have coming out of this game is if Daxie's hurt, where does that leave Stogies for the rest of the season? And if DK and MK are not around, where does that leave Stogies in general? Should this game have been played is the question. On the other side, the captains, we'll call them the captains, not the Green Machine, because Davo likes to be called a general manager. Look,
First place general manager.
Look, I think that you live and die
One of.
by the play of Levenger right now, and
We have a tiebreaker.
and the next team that can get up there and get their hands in his face and disturb that is going to be the one that knocks you guys off the pedestal. Um, we'll have to see how the rest of the season goes. But I'm sitting on a team that's 0-2. So, Logan, you're not playing leagues.
No, I'm not. Stogies, as we had previously mentioned, DK and MK were not available for this game, and then Daxi got hurt in the middle of the game. Obviously, we hope he feels better and can come back quickly. Not sure the extent of that injury. But this was really, really tough, especially against the Open Avenger Davo line. With virtually no rush from the Stogies, Avenger was able to have his way with 4 touchdowns, 3 passing, 1 rushing, and only 1 throwing interception. Green Machine moved the ball up and down the field, scored early and often. Uh, Big E, you touched on this, and I think it's a valid point. We have yet to see Avenger play well against a true line. And obviously, when you've got Solo on your team, any line you go up against is going to be handicapped just because he's such an impact, especially on the offensive
I
line.
mean, he
But
did beat Solo
who,
Levenger.
when?
First game.
First game of the season.
25-24.
Yeah, first game.
Oh, sorry.
But anyway, let's see what happens when he goes up against a real line.
Yeah.
That's why I've opened. Okay. And that wraps up the league week that we just had. Now, looking forward, we have upcoming Weague Leek 3 for the semi-pro versus the Gorillas. Semi-pro on back-to-back weeks, coming off a huge win, the first one of the season. Logan, why don't you break down this game for us in the way that only you can?
Gladly. So semi-pro versus Gorillas, 2 1-1 teams. Shocking that semi-pro hasn't played all of their games yet. I think that was Cody's strategy last season. But anyway, 1-1 versus 1-1. Let's break it down like we do. We got QBs, and this is a super juicy one. Unlike the NFL, where we would have, let's say, Allen versus Mahomes, these two actually face off on both sides of the ball, which makes this all the more interesting. Prey versus Lego. Prey, as I previously mentioned, 43 touchdowns, 37 passing, 6 rushing, 11 interceptions, 3.9 touchdowns for every interception he throws. Lego, 22 touchdowns, 16 passing, and 6 rushing to 8 interceptions for an average of 2.75 touchdowns for every interception. Look, guys, until someone tells me otherwise, Prey is playing some of his best football on both sides of the field. I'm going with Prey. We're going to give a leg up to the semi-pro for the quarterback. All right, moving on to the line. We have Solo and Good and Sam for semi-pro. We have BZ and Logic for Gorillas. Oren is out. Solo is coming off of a 6-sack game. Try and say that twice.
It's a lot of
And
sacks.
no Oren. Good luck,
Many
Lego. You will be running for your life. Advantage semi-pro. Lastly, moving to the wide receivers. For semi-pro, we've got Portal, Stats, Storm, Vague, and Schiffer. For Gorillas, I've got Mighty, Goldberg, The Rook, and Zada. Deutsch, I believe, is out this week. Mighty's having a great year. Everything he touches turns to gold, except for that weird-looking toe he's got. I got advantage Gorillas on this one. As I previously said, with no Oren, Lego will literally be running for his life, which actually might be to his benefit. You know, the last game that they won, he had 3 rushing touchdowns, but I still think that they have a hard time moving the ball. I see Mighty playing, making a significant impact. No, not going out on a limb on that one, but I could see him having a pick and a touchdown. Uh, an advantage to semi-pro. I've got a 4-2 win for semi-pro.
Biggie?
Yeah, so I think the one of the underrated strategies is put Mighty at tight end. Um, have him come in and go up against Kuti or Solo and see what he could do. He's a fantastic lineman. I hate to say it, but I think that the story of this game is going to be on the line play of semi-pro and the coverage on the receivers on the part of semi-pro as well, right? It's about Storm and Portal, and how they're going to be able to cover Mighty and the guys over there. I was very impressed by Portal this past week and his play. So I think that if Prey is Prey and we don't have to ask what's wrong with Prey, even though I want to ask what's wrong with Prey. Son of a.
It's a kid show. It's a kid show.
Yeah, he's a thief. Um,
Shouldn't
I
quit bitching so much.
yeah, yeah, he really stole my joy. Um, it's going to be I think it's going to be a blowout.
A blowout.
Blow up for who?
I think
You-
it's going to be a blowout for Semi-Pro.
You want to put a number, or you just want to go blowout?
I think I'm going to go blowout. I don't love putting a number on it, but I think that
Knowing Prey would be a number in the 60s.
yeah, I think that
Donuts
that
he's eating?
that because Orn is not there, the line play is going to be what determines it, and I don't know how much they're going to be able to get pressure on Prey. And if they do, I think that Prey falls back on Portal and falls back on Storm and is able to hit those wide receivers that he may not have been able to hit because he was going up against Zin, this past week. And so I think that it could get out of hand very quickly.
Well, I look at it a little differently. You had a
Shocking.
4-2.
I had 4-2
You
semi-pro.
had a
He had a
blowout?
blowout semi-pro, which, by the way, means Gorillas win by 4.
So I have it.
Exactly.
The way I look at it is that let's say you take Lego and Prey and they cancel each other out. Because it's razor thin.
Cunser.
Oh, good show.
Ooh,
But then you look and it's basically Solo versus nobody. And that's not fair to say like that there's no one on their team to lock him. But right now, the way Solo is playing and the way he's coming off last week, he is unstoppable right now. He's feeling good. He's feeling healthy. He's just he's a monster. Um, the way I look at it is, can the line overcome the secondary? Meaning, can Solo and Kuti create enough pressure to throw Lego off the track? That because they have a lot of speed receivers. So they have Mighty, they have
Goldberg
Gold,
and Rook.
Goldberg's not
really
really but he's
speed,
at the top. But Rook and Mighty, and they have Goldberg is a good receiver. Zada's a good receiver. So it's that, and then you look at the other ways. Can the receivers make up for the line? Because are they be able to get it off fast enough? Are they able to make plays, quick plays? And Lego running, listen, he's probably the most dynamic runner in the game. The way I see it,
you think even more than Prey right now?
yes.
But it's also because Prey
bigger.
doesn't Prey like Lego almost defaults to run. Prey uses it as a last resort.
I don't know.
Except when I'm on the line. He just runs right at me.
I'm going to agree
It's for you.
that semi-pro wins. I'm gonna put a number on this. I'm gonna give you a total score, not a. I'm gonna go 20-19.
2019. You think it comes down to extra points?
I think it comes down to extra points.
You really think that Lego is going to be able to have that type of game where he gets it off in enough time? I'm just
Yes, he is.
Okay.
He is very, very good. That brings us to our next topic, where we have been discussing in multiple chats about this idea. I personally will state my opinion that I am not for it.
It's wrong.
What's wrong?
My opinion is never wrong.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
answers might be, but my opinions are usually right. Should rosters get locked out at a certain time? So obviously this is talking about blaming captains, so obviously everyone's for that. But do rosters lock, let's say at Saturday night at 8 p.m., and going forward, that is the team that you're stuck with? Biggie, you clearly think I'm wrong, so we're going to take your opinion into fact, but even though we don't care.
Yeah, I mean, basically, the two TBI hosts are acting like captains right now. They want chaos to ensue, like captains do. And the big capitan, the general manager, is being a general manager and wanting to be able to have whoever he gets to play who's on the team. I- um, you know, I'm good with words too. Look, at the end of the day, I think that the team needs to be the team. We set teams on either Friday or Saturday night for the regular Jew ball weeks. I think the same needs to be done with leagues. You may be on a team, but like make a commitment that you're going to be there or not, and then your team is your team. Give the other teams at least, an hour or two to be able to set a strategy for the next day and figure out what their rotations are going to be. That's my feeling.
Logan, do you have anything to say? Because
Yeah, I do.
okay, I'll let you go first.
So the only reason that NFL teams or college teams have an injury report is for one reason and one reason only, and it's gambling.
Do you think Davo's not gambling on Jubal
It doesn't matter. I don't need
every week? I'm sure he's got money on the
No,
game.
it's really nice to let
Here's
the
my
captains. It's really nice for the captains to let people, i.e., the other captains and TBI, know their rosters for each game. But the reality is, as long as they can field 7 players that they drafted, right? 7 players that you drafted, the game, all they really need to tell the other captain is game's on. It doesn't matter who's coming. Again, assuming that it is from players that you drafted. For me, the only time that 2 captains really need to talk to each other is scenario 1, if one of the captains wants a sub and they need the other captain to approve it. Or number 2, if they don't have a team, they need to tell the other captain, hey, we can't field a team and let's reschedule. But outside of those 2 scenarios, if you can play, if you have 7 of the guys that you drafted, then all you have to do is tell the other captain game on. You don't have to tell him who's playing. There's no reason to.
So the problem with that logic is that what I have seen is after week 3 of leagues or week 2 of leagues, almost every single league game, has an injury or has somebody not there. And so what this becomes is a replacement game every single week. And so my feeling is Saturday night becomes chaos where there's a lot of back and forth about who's subbing for who's not subbing for who can we have. There's fights about can we have this guy, can we not have this guy. I mean, I don't see the captain's chat because I haven't sold my soul and become a captain. Dave has.
Listen, a box of donuts goes really fun.
But like I don't know that locking.
label?
I just don't know that locking the team solves what you're describing. Like if you have guys getting hurt mid game and you're looking for replacements mid game, well then locking rosters doesn't solve that. Also, if you're looking for subs, you're not looking on Saturday night. Like
I mean,
you could be, but you shouldn't be. Like as an example,
Like you never know
What's
what happens.
happening on Saturday
no,
night
but
this week?
gorillas are short a guy this week, and Rook reached out to me today. It's Monday. Like he's already solving for it. You know what I mean? Like locking rosters on Saturday doesn't solve for the fact that you still need the captain to approve the sub. I'm not playing, but my point is like I don't know that locking rosters does anything. But let's forget about the fringe example. Let's say I've got 7 guys from the team that I drafted. Forget about the sub scenario. Let's go to your base case. I've got 7 guys that I drafted. Why do I have to tell you who's playing? Whether it's open or whether who can or Davo. Like if I have a team of 9 guys, I get to pick which 7 show up. I don't have to tell you. Davo, you gotta weigh in on this.
So I don't care if you tell someone if the captains, divulge the information of who's playing and who's not playing. Like Reggie said, like if I have enough guys and I'm not picking up subs, I can just tell you I have my full roster, and whoever doesn't show up doesn't show up. Now, to your question of how to tell the people to prepare correctly, prepare for the team. The team is drafted already. You know who's on the team. End of the day, if this person doesn't show up or they do show up, it doesn't make a difference. You can have someone that's saying they're in and they can cancel at 7:59.
Or forget to turn their clocks back.
Or forget that they're on the
Or
team.
forward, whichever way it was. Spring ahead. It was
or
definitely a forward.
Go out and party the night before.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Correct.
Yeah.
Or get sick, or their kid gets sick, or their wife gets sick. Meaning things happen at all times. So you have to prepare for the team as built on draft night. Now, in this particular case, there was a miscommunication from one captain, and the other captain.
Red blame the captains.
Correct. But in general, no, the team is not locked out. Because again, if a guy says, I'm not making it, and you say, okay, well, we're going to play with our team, and then he shows up, you're not going to let the guy play. He was drafted to the team. He's already on the team. You cannot say, no, you cannot play because you're on the team. So I think we come to a conclusion that captains suck. GM's rule. Now we come back to our segment.
No.
Um, we're not really sure what to name, but we're gonna say, what does the wizard wonder?
Hey, TBI hosts, time for another question. Last week, everyone said my question was way too psychological, going back into childhood. This week, we're going to keep it light. We got a lot of people who like to travel here, go to Mexico, go to Florida, go to Israel, go visit Jay, get some good food, and play some football. Now, Balls are taking all these flights. I'd like to ask you guys, when you're on a flight, what do you like to check out? Let me know.
Okay, Biggie, you're our guest. We're gonna let you probably go first a lot tonight. Why don't you take it away?
Movies. I love a good movie. I love to get into a movie, the plot, if it's comedy to laugh. I like a good movie.
You watched the movie for the plot?
Yeah. And the storyline.
All right, Logan, what do you like to check out when you go on a plane?
Dave, I'm going to take a page right out of your book. I love to stare out the window and just look at the wings. You know what I mean? Like, they're majestic, they're gigantic, and quite honestly, if something's going to go wrong with the plane, the wing is usually the first thing that you can notice that's going wrong. So I like to be prepared. Not that it'll help, but but I like to stare out the window and look at the wings. Davo, what do you like to
You
look
know
at?
what? Listen, you guys are full of crap here. I'm gonna be honest. Like E, I use it for the plot. Like Logan, I like to stare at them because they're majestic and beautiful and they transcend the world. I like breast. Just gonna say what it is. Listen, if the plane's going down, the first thing I want to see and the last thing I want to see are breasts. Um,
Boobs are nice.
Is that why you board the plane early to see all of the breasts coming on the plane? Just to
listen, a little
take
turbulence.
a little image.
Listen, I gotta be honest. I am an alpha male. I have a lot of testosterone because I don't hit enough people on Sundays. Um, I like breast, all size, all shapes, all flavors. And that is in true honesty. You can watch them in movies. You can watch them watching the wings. Breasts. Who doesn't love them?
We have a movie guy, we have a wing guy, we have a breast guy. It sounds like we've got two liars and an honest guy.
It also sounds to me like we're making half a chicken.
Overcooked.
All right, with that, let's Ernie take it away because someone's got to be responsible here.
Robert Ducky, you're the one who makes Ernie's enigmas so much fun.
We're adventuring. Come along with Bert and Ernie. We're gonna take a little journey. Bert and Ernie's Great Adventures.
Hey, Jubal. Just figured I share that little clip for you guys because today's question, we are going to honor the stalker himself, the man who is always stalking. So we're going to stalk him just a little bit. Today's episode of Ernie's Enigmas will be featuring none other than Bert. We got to see Bert's beautiful face posted today on the chat with a nice big bruise. Honestly, I don't think he's ever looked better. But I'm going to have the TBI crew edit and throw up the picture that I am referencing. This was a picture that I saw today on the Jubal site. And quite honestly, I was appalled and said, wow, Bert used to be huge. And then we saw today's picture where he looks kind of thin. So in the spirit of all that is random and to just give a small shout out to my partner in crime, can't be in Ernie's Enigmas without throwing in a Bert somewhere. How much weight do you think Bert has lost since that picture was taken until today's picture that was posted in the chat? We'll make it multiple choice because it is a little bit difficult. Do you think the number is 40 pounds? Do you think the number is 55 pounds? Do you think the number is 59 pounds? or do you think it is a whopping 65 pounds? Tell me, Jubal, how fat do you think Bert was?
Okay, Ernie, that's a very interesting question. Um, let's remind everyone that the score's at home.
I don't know how many I've gotten right. I do know that sitting like this is wrong, but I've gotten one wrong.
I think I just won on the injury reserve.
I think Logan is 4-1. I'm 3-2.
I'm perfect.
Prime is 4-0. Lego Bound is 3-0.
Bartender's 0-10.
0-8. He's minus -18, and Yaron is 0-1.
Big is 0-0. You get to pop your cherry tonight. So talk to me.
What are the choices again?
So
40.
again, it's how much weight did Bert lose from that
Yeah.
picture, which I don't even know when it was taken, to now, to the black eye, which was taken today. And it's either 40, 55, 59, or 65 pounds.
I think that it was 59. I'm confident with 59. Bert, you look fantastic. Team Tom, but you look fantastic, buddy.
Logan?
I think 59 is too specific. It's meant to throw us off. It's the only one of them that isn't a factor of 5. I don't know. I'm not going with 59. I hear you, Biggie. I'm going to go slightly under, kind of like Price is Right style. I'm going to go with 55 pounds. I think, again, I agree with you. Bert looks great, but I'm going to go with 55 pounds that he lost since that picture.
So, if you want, really wondering how Bert really got his name, it's for short for Fat Albert. But here's my question. He lost a lot of weight.
It's also short for just Albert.
Right.
Yeah, but he's fat, so it's Fat Albert.
But now he's not.
Well, now he's just Bert.
Was he Fat Albert in high school?
Yes.
Maze?
With corn?
Talk to me, Diego.
So,
what do you think it is for Fat Albert?
From the chat, we know that he goes to the gym. He goes to Scooter's gym, not to be confused with Zin.
Scooter, as in like the guy from Sesame Street?
I think Scooter as in the guy that trained LL Cool J. Because I don't know, him and Jordan talk about it. So we know that he works out. So we know that he was losing weight. Now the question is, did he gain muscle while he's losing weight? If so, he could be smaller, but he could be heavier and thicker. Which kind of makes me want to lean to 40, but 40 I think is too low. You never want to go with that first one that's too low. So I'm gonna sit at 55. 59 just seems like a bait answer.
Yeah.
And 65.
65 is a lot.
Correct.
It's a lot.
Like if you would have thrown it at 69, I probably would have went with that one. But I'm gonna lock in 55. Ernie, what's the answer?
Well, Jubal, if you answered a whopping 65 pounds, well, then you're just a little bit mean. That's incorrect. It wasn't that much. It wasn't 59. It wasn't 55. Not sure why I picked those two numbers. A little bit of a brain fart on my end. Quite honestly, it's just been a pretty long day. But the answer is 40 pounds. And quite honestly, a lot less than I thought it was, judging by the pictures. But either way, great job, Bert. It's been nice stalking you for a little bit. And yeah, I actually got that answer by stalking you for so long that I've been able to zoom in on when he's on the scale. All right, fine, just kidding. But yeah, till next time, guys. Ernie and Bert's Avengers out.
Robert Ducky, you're the one who makes Ernie's enigmas so much fun.
Damn it!
My theory was good.
Yeah, your theory was good. Your
Theory
answer was
was great.
brutal.
Listen, I'm gonna be a little bit mean. I guess we all were, but he looked like a hefty, chunky boy.
Look like a lot more.
I agree. I think the scale is lying.
Classic Bert.
But by the way, Bert, if it's only 40, work harder. Come on, man. What the hell?
Do better.
Do better and make my answer right.
Right?
I mean, I'm down 30, but
That's fabulous.
Thank you.
That's like you're like 10 less than Bert.
I am.
All right. That is gonna take us to the new segment that we have featuring I hope it's still cool, Yaron. Take it away with That's Trash.
You want to know what's trash? Excuses. Nobody likes excuses. Excuses are the Jar Jar Binks of life. They are the last season of Game of Thrones. They're like the Plantaris of the anus. Utterly useless, unwanted, and just disappointing. You drop a pass that hits you in the hands and the other team intercepts it, and it gets added to the QB stats forever and wasn't even their fault. Suck it the fuck up. You went to Mexico and you forgot to bring your Speedos to the bar mitzvah quinceañera piñata party and they didn't let you in? Then fuck it the suck up. Stop making these bitch-ass, brawn voice, whiny excuses. Did I make any excuses when I thought Stats was on my team because he wore the wrong color and fucked up our entire game? No. Did it matter that I threw 5 beautiful touchdowns before then and we ended up tying? Not at all. You put your head down, you move on to the next play, and you send that fucker in motion for the read option wheel decoy.
Guys, Jubal has too many excuses. So what if DK had to wake up early to go service his neighbor's pool and called out right before the game and we ended up getting lynched by Kagan and Open? So what if Davo lied about his roster and refused to let us pick up Landy? But what if Iceman wants to kill you and your entire family and run you over so that you're drenched in all the Lawrence High School pellets and it spreads all over your house and you end up going home and you fight with your wife because she keeps finding pebbles everywhere? Learn from your leaders. Look at Prey. He has 25 donuts before he plays his game. Got his blood sugar to an even 800. Ends up with 3 picks and a W. Look at Avenger. He has to take a shit in the middle of the game. Does he make any excuses? No. He goes over to the side, takes a dump, comes back on the field, takes a dump all over us. The sun, the wind, the donuts, the labeled, the unlabeled, colonoscopy, the Chumash play, too short, too tall, too thick, too small. If you make excuses, you're a bitch. No. Actually, you're trash.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
Make it stop. Please make it stop. Make it stop.
He's still cool, even though he lost a couple times.
Can you please make it stop? Guys,
Nope.
Seriously.
All right, guys, we have one more segment for you. Big E, take it away, Prey.
All right, guys, we are back for what I believe is episode 5 of Praise Hugs of the Week. And this week, before we get started, I just want to give a big shout out to our sponsor, Big E's Meats. Go get your Big E's Meats. It is delicious. I don't know who makes these. I assume somebody by the name of Big E. Probably someone who is decent at giving out hugs. That would be my assumption, just based off the presentation, the look of the meat. Probably someone who's pretty solid at giving out hugs. Not as good as me, obviously. But go get your Big E's Meats. They are sponsoring Praise Hug of the Week this week. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. So we got a couple of candidates this week. We got Blop as a team. Rough game, for them. Score was close. They kept it close at the end, but obviously, nobody wants to start 0-2 in leagues. You got Stogies, who got themselves shellacked by Green Machine this week, so we could really give out the hug of the week to the entire Stogies team. But instead, it's going to be a little different. It's going to be a guy who's been lighting up Jubal with his coolness, really just absolutely taking Jubal by storm this year, and made a crazy, cool entrance onto TBI last week. And maybe maybe it was the curse of TBI a little bit, sort of how hugs have been working in reverse, where, you get a little boost after getting a hug. This week it may have been the opposite, and you missed Thanksgiving, already took away a little bit of coolness. Might need a hug for that. And now, I think for the first time this season, you lost both games. I don't think that has happened this season so far. So Yaron, you are this week's Hug of the Week winner. If you don't want me to give it to you, we could find someone. We could find some Speedo guys. Spira, I'm sure, would be more than willing to get into a Speedo and give you a hug. But either way, Yaron, you are this week's winner of Hug of the Week. Till next time, boys.
Wow.
Well, no, he's right. As soon as Yaron sat on this couch, in the manner in which he sat, all the coolness just seeped right out of him.
All right, Prey. We appreciate you always giving us hugs of the week. No one can give them like you. Biggie, we love having you here. Thank you for always being part of the show. To us, you will always be a member of the show. And even though you don't have any segments right now, we just want you to know that we do love you. Obviously, again, thank you to Big E's Meats for sponsoring our jerky platter, as well as sponsoring Big P's Prey Hug of the Week. Obviously, that sponsor loves the new Hug of the Weeks, and I can't say I blame them. Logan.
Davo, don't forget to mute your computer. But Davo, what does everyone have to do?
Don't forget to. Oh,
What, one finger? What do you got there? I got two. You got what?
that's like half a scissor. Well, me and Logan are scissoring. I think
Way.
he's watching in the corner. Guys, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Obviously, stay up to date on all your current TBI news and all your TBI droppings of the episodes.
The old ones were
droppings.
The old
Dropping
ones
of
were
the episodes. Sign up for week 10 is currently out. Do not forget to sign up. We have a Weague Leek game, semi-pro versus Gorillas at the 8 a.m. slot. I think there's going to be another 8 a.m. slot as well as the 9:30, 9:45 slot. So an early and a late game are available to you. Don't forget we have Tuesday night football this week. We have Yaron, we have Dax, we have Levenger, we have Zagelbaum. Each quarterback is taking a team. Let's see what they can do. Hanukkah is coming. It's coming December 16th. If you have not signed up yet, please do. Final counts are going in today. We have an amazing event. We have Weague Leek playing. We have games. We have team games. We have Secret Santa.
We have wives.
Hey, wrong Woodmere. We have Secret Santa that is already locked out. If you didn't sign up, sorry about that. Find a buddy, maybe swap your own gifts. But if you did,
just like Woodmere.
But if you did sign up, please don't forget to get your gift for your Secret Santa person. Time is running out. As well.
That's it.
Don't forget. What are we?
3 balls in.
And now we're 3 balls out.
You have to leave that pause in there.
Yeah. Davo Logan. 3 balls in. Jew ball vibes. Sit back on the couch, let's ride. We chillin' on the sofa talking Jew ball life. From the field to the mic, man, it's feeling just right. Pray with the donuts, soft for Charmin too. Cootie got the meats, always cooking up the crew. Prime got the beats, Lego Bomb got the throw.
I look like a fucking potato right now.
Potato? Why potato?
I don't know. These are delicious. I wasn't even in leagues that year.
Yeah, you were.
Was I?
You were on the Cobras.
Oh, I wasn't even in leagues.
These beers are going to be
There's no salt in there.
zero sodium jerky. Brought to you by Big E's Meats. Put it in your mouth.
You won't be salty.
You didn't want to do the debate?
Fuck.
It's okay. No. I purposely said gladly and then paused.
Okay, we'll do the debate afterwards.
Yeah, okay. Solo on the flip side, coming off of a 6-game sack. No Oren. Good luck, Lego. You'll be running for your life. I'm going to give the advantage to semi-pro here.
You want to try that again?
What did I say?
6-game sack.
Really? Fuck. 6-game sack.
Yeah.
Not
Not so
game.
much.
Yeah.
Not so much with the words there.
Me numbers, you words. Jesus Christ. Wow.
I think I think maybe like a chance, like a late score. They take a 2 to try to go.
You know that's a 3-2 win, right?
Correct.
Gotcha.
Wow. It's a 3-3 win.
You think that the
Oh, you're right. It is a 3-3.
3-3 win. Me math. You words.
Me dumb.
That brings us to a topic that we have been having inside several chats
We've been having a topic.
We've been having a debate about a topic in multiple
We've been having a
chats.
discussion about a topic in multiple chats.
There
Yes,
it is.
there it is. Well,
Word salad, baby.
Words,
Me
baby,
math,
words.
you words. Do rosters lock? I feel like a Rastafarian. Do rosters
Yeah. What you said doesn't make sense, but I agree with you.
I think it does.
I don't
In
know.
my mind, it does at least.
Well,
that's for sure.
How much of your stuff are you eating?
I don't need any of it.
You can't eat right. I was gonna say you can't eat your own margins
unless
there's nothing unlabeled in the Big E's meats. Don't worry.
No, but I feel like prey on me devouring it
because it's delicious.
Yeah. Wait, by the way, we all have to come back sitting like Yaron. Guys, come back. You know what I mean? Like it was like weird leg underneath. Dave, you're not gonna be able to
Chickens. It should be chickens. Right? Chickens eat corn.
Anyway,
those were half the girls. we're getting way up.
Well, we really gone down. We really got down.
This is the worst ever.
No, what is great is next week our episode is going to be sponsored by Praise Jerky. Too close to home.
What the hell?
It's in the works.
No, it's not.
What the hell?
By the way, what would be even funnier is if just next episode it's me with Praise schlong in my mouth. Just be like, look, you put E's meat in your mouth. Now I've got Praise in my mouth.
I love how we're like, yeah.